And we are live. Back again with another podcast. This is 6 feet going deep.
6 feet.
6 feet, yeah.
I've been corrected.
I'm your host, Nick Torius. Oh, wait.
Wrong one. There you go.
And here we have my co-host,
who's currently doing something. Welcome to the show 6 Feet Deep. My name is Gianni, and today we are here with our lovely guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Kate Rose.
alumni of 6 feet.
This is so true. From the dead of COVID, remember that?
I do remember that.
That was wild, and we all thought that was like was so dangerous or something. We're like, yeah, we're meeting up. We're gonna fucking do this interview. Like,
are you vaccinated?
No.
Yeah, I remember. It's so funny because I remember he's gonna be like, "Yo, we can't put this on YouTube now."
Fault. What is it that they call it when you can't? Oh, misinformation, and then they take the whole damn video down. I don't want to touch that, but
I was gonna say, Kate, I remember you told me that like you were gonna get vaccinated, like one of the first.
Never would I ever say such.
I remember. I have a good memory.
No, I think I was talking about my mom, but like,
yeah,
on God, I don't do vaccinations. None of them.
Good.
At all for any reason.
So you believe that
you believe
that vaccines give you autism?
I don't have any formulated opinions upon that I wish to share right now, but there are some interesting studies on it. So I just have chosen to not do that.
Yeah. It's tricky though, because I feel like
misinformation will be said here. I'm not.
Nah, I mean at this point, fuck it. But I feel like it's a tricky, because so for me, for example, I don't have children. You know what I'm saying? I'm not around older people and stuff. So I'm like, man, fuck the vaccine. I'm not going for that. Like I don't care, whatever. But there was a lot of people who felt the same way I felt, but they couldn't act on it how I acted on it, for the simple fact they had to think about their kids. And do you feel like you would have acted on it any different had you had children at the time?
No.
Fair enough.
Because my children will never be vaccinated from birth. So no.
WW.
Yo, it's so funny to think about that time though, because it's like that was when, like, just like you said, we didn't know anything that was going on. Like,
everyone was tripping.
Cause have I seen you since the vaccine? I mean,
since the vaccine is crazy.
This COVID, that's the real pandemic.
No, I don't think so. Maybe we just spoke on Instagram, unless I ran into it at an event. I don't think so.
Nah, I did. I was gonna ask you about an event, but it's like how was that for you, like for like COVID and stuff, like for your music?
Thriving. That was like actually so far that's been the most thriving point of my career, because like since then, like right at the end of COVID, I moved back to Miami, which was actually like quite a setback with my music, because it took me a while to kind of like get myself settled again and figure out like where I'm gonna be recording and then set up my home studio. So it took like a few months, like moving back to like really like get back into the swing of everything I was doing. Like I released 3 music videos and 3 songs during COVID. Like, I don't know if you remember my I don't know if you remember my Outside music video, but I actually had like blogs trying to interview me, thinking that I like predicted COVID or like the situation or something, because my song Outside, it's called Can We Go Outside. The whole music video, I am playing around in a house, like I'm stuck in the house, like we're playing, Dollhouse, and it happened. I released it May 18th, and LA shut down on the 19th. So it was very strange. I
know Nick's gonna have fun with this one. Now we're always talking about like synchronicities and weird stuff, and yeah, and that's very coincidental.
Okay, how do you feel about synchronicities?
Oh, love it. I feel like the universe, that's just proof that like the universe is working towards and for you.
That's literally what I told him today.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure though. It's like you're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little push on the shoulder, like keep going, you got it. And then when you do the wrong shit though, then you get a little smack on the wrist. So you got to be careful.
True.
No, because he was telling me about like getting bored of synchronicities, right? Like, have you ever had that feeling of like getting bored of synchronicities?
Oh, I wasn't getting bored. I'm just saying
Nah,
they're
bro, you're like,
so frequent
man.
now that I don't feel like bringing it up every time. But it's
Facts.
definitely still fascinating to me.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it happens like all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, I'm used to this.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
gonna text all my friends every time.
at least
Yeah.
Do
I
you-
know
do you
I'm
do
on
that?
my path. Sometimes if it's super weird, yeah.
Like,
It's
oh my
a
God.
really, like- yeah, definitely, for sure.
What was all right? So what was like a recent like synchronicity that you like noticed and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, this is just gonna get really weird if I like actually go into it, but I had a shared dream with 3 of my friends, and I called them. This actually just happened. This was like 2 months ago, and I had a dream that my friends were in, and I called them the very next morning, and I told them about it. Each of them experienced the same dream, and we were actually there in the astral together. Whether or not you believe the astral exists, I mean, you guys can look that up. You know, Dolores Cannon. All
I'm not.
of that.
I'm not wearing my evil eye bracelet right now.
My devil. Nah, but
I see it on your phone too. You're hella. She hella protected.
Hella protected.
I think he sent me a video of like this girl. She had like a big ass like evil eye on her neck, and they're like, "Yo, don't
Tattoo?
demons."
yeah, I was like,
Like-
who's her enemies? Like,
Like she got ops in the spirit realm for real.
nah, but that's cool though. Like you know what I'm saying, that you even know about that type of stuff, because there's not a lot of people that you can sit down and have a conversation with. You say astro, and people are like, what the hell?
No, that's why I fuck
But-
with Kate. She's like hella woke.
Nah, that's cool though. That's
All
cool.
my music, if you listen to the lyrics, I'm talking about like how to open your third eye and break yourself out of
That's
the
fire.
matrix, and like I'm talking about like your higher self,
Yeah.
and, like multiple dimensional realities
That's
and
fire.
timelines.
Manifest Merz.
You know, Kate. I had a. It's not like I had a like. We had a conversation one time, right? Like on Twitter, and I was telling you like we were talking about like about me being like, you remember it?
Not like fully. You're gonna have to like remind me of what you're saying, but I remember we had a conversation on Twitter.
We were like talking about. I was like claiming that I was enlightened, right? And I remember you like kind of like put me in my place about like you're not enlightened, and I kind of felt away about it.
Damn.
And I was like,
Spicy.
I was like, damn, you know, nah, you're good. But it's funny because you're actually right though. That's the thing. Is like, even though you said it, I was like ignorant at the time. But now that I've actually like gone through more.
I remember this.
You remember it now?
It was about your third eye.
Yeah.
It was about like, there's like, and this isn't to put you in any sort of weird place or like put you down. Like we've all been in this place at one point where we're just like, we don't like know really like what's what with our like spiritual awakening, especially as soon as like you're starting to go through it. And a lot of people think that opening your third eye is like the whole just, oh, I'm seeing angel numbers and I'm awakening, and that's not it at all. It's actually it's like a marathon, and like it's like you don't just like open it. There's like so many levels to it, and like I've technically opened it like 4 years ago, but it's like still like there's things like opening all the time.
It's funny because he just took acid yesterday, so I feel like he's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like this was like when I was talking about my trip yesterday.
I had a pretty intense trip yesterday, but
Well, wait, before you get into it, what? Oh, I'm gonna let you get into it.
no, for sure, dude. I'm trying to get this shit lit anyway. But
I'm gonna go back to it, but what? Like 4 years ago, how did you open your third eye?
It's a lot. I'll just give you like a
Was it
like,
weed?
basic run at all.
You spoke some K too.
No, I mean like I would. You can't do any sort of like drugs that are uppers. If you're trying to open your third eye, it will actually like blow holes in your chakra and make you susceptible to like things like attaching to you, maybe demons and shit.
No, it's okay. We believe in that stuff. It's like,
don't worry. You're preaching to the choir right now.
you're amongst friends. We're like, no, this girl crazy.
Good to know.
Nah, like you should. Nah, if you heard the conversation we had before you got here, that's why we took so long to set up.
Oh my god, I imagine. But you were asking me something right before this. What were you saying?
No, I was asking how did you open up your third eye?
That's right. So I'll just like give like a quick rundown of it. Realistically,
Wait, is there tobacco?
Purely.
you don't want to just hit a spliff. You know, you need to know.
Yeah. Nick's funny
Let me
about
hit
that.
this first. Let me break it down for you.
I gotta start chipping out when I smoke weed.
No way.
Yeah.
Lightweight. No.
So it's a mixture of a bunch of different things. Like, obviously, you have to be very open-minded. You have to be okay with seeing things that you may only have ever seen in horror movies or science fiction movies. And that's just like the first part of it. It's major meditation. It's your diet. Like, you literally have to get your body like to an alkaline state. No fluoride. You can't have any fluoride. Like, your toothpaste has to be changed. Like, you can't drink from the tap water. You can't go anywhere and be offered normal water and drink it while you're trying to.
But what if you stay over at like a guy's house and then like you have to use his water?
I mean, that sucks. I would, but that sucks.
Like, you'll wait till you get home to like brush your teeth and stuff.
No, I'm not in that situation. Sorry.
Yeah, you do so everything's so funny.
Thank you. I don't know how to take that one.
You're like a flower that just like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I'm trying to smoke everywhere.
You're like a flower that's like, look, like I'm a flower, so I shouldn't do things that flowers don't do. that's how I'm like. That's how I'm picking up.
That's so funny. Okay. Well, besides like your diet, like you have to be working out, like yoga. Your heart rate needs to be like, forget the exact, but definitely over like 65 BPM to even match the frequency of like the fifth or sixth dimension.
So do you like measure your vibration like gym bros do their macros?
What?
Like
Vibrating at 600 gigahertz.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You know, like yeah, like they like, weigh their food and stuff. Like, do you like weigh like not like your spiritual decisions? I guess.
What is? I don't really know what that means, but no, like most I do with like frequencies is like sorry, this is like getting in my face.
No, you're
I
good.
can't really smoke doing this.
You need an ashtray? Oh, you got one.
Not even, but I'm making something work. It's okay.
Go on, Kate.
Like, I mean, when I sleep, like, I listen to different frequencies, like 528, 444, 432, and a lot more. Like, I actually have like a playlist I made. I just sleep to it, and it really.
Isn't 528 the devil frequency?
No, what?
I saw
I read a book on this.
No, I saw a TikTok. It was like, oh, this is the frequency that like some musicians use to like hypnotize you to like do devil.
This is crazy.
Stuff.
So there's an old clip.
400 hertz.
I think it's in 1978 or something like that, and it's of a David Bowie musician, and he was talking about something called black sound, and he was saying it could destroy like people, it could destroy cities, like all type of shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were like putting at the phone. But I think it's fascinating. Like, there's apparently, or supposedly rather, frequencies that can potentially destroy cities.
1000%.
What?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I know what those frequencies are, but like, there's been like major, like if you just like look into it at all, like whether you just Google it or YouTube it, you can find where there's been people like testing.
Yeah.
Directing frequencies as something, and then it blows up. You know, like literally destroying.
Nah, that's crazy.
Now you see the salt.
I don't know if you're.
You ever see the ones with the salt? Like they make salt turn into certain patterns because of the frequencies.
Yes.
That's cool.
Actually, yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, we were talking about tuning music.
Even
I
these.
think that's like it's around the 400s. It's not 432, but I'm pretty sure it's like exactly 400 hertz. I might be wrong. Off the top of my head, do I know? But I think it's 400.
Wait, before you know a funny thing I do, Kate? When I listen to those things, I listen to them when I go to sleep. But I care more about the picture than I do about like the frequency.
What?
Like if
You're
I
not
see.
supposed to be able to see it.
No, I know, but if I see like some whales floating in space, I'm like, okay, that's the one.
That's how I feel about lo-fi music.
Yeah.
It's like it has to have
I'll
a
send
cool
you my
lo-fi.
playlist.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You can send her to your manifestation playlist too.
Oh yeah, it's called Manifest Music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like 3 hours long right now. I'm still adding to it, but I want to get like 100 songs there, and then I'm gonna just send it to people whenever they're feeling down. I'm like, bro, listen to this. Everything on there so far is like, if you hear, and even if you learn the songs and like sing along to the music, it's gonna manifest something good for you because it's all talking about already being successful, already being in these situations. So
Now, speaking of synchronicities, today I sent him like a song "I Wonder" by Kanye, and he's like, "Yo, that's the first song in my manifestation playlist."
it is. That song is great.
And I just
I love
randomly
that
sent it to him.
You could still be who you wish you was. It ain't happened yet, but that's where intuition is.
What were you gonna say,
It's
Kate?
like a bar.
I think I was like previously trying to answer what you asked me, but I don't remember now.
We're talking about the frequencies that you listen to.
Oh yeah, I mean I have a playlist, but like I listen to it while I sleep. I'm currently actually going through the. It's gonna sound crazy, but you can look this up. The Silva mind control method, and so
Let's hear about this.
Enlighten us.
I'm almost through the book. It actually teaches you to, and what's interesting is because the method is so not from necessarily a spiritual standpoint. It's really from a scientific standpoint, which I think is cool being someone like so spiritual.
I call it I didn't mean to we call that metaphysics, where it's like it bridges the gap of like spiritual to science.
There is no bridge that is filled here. It is literally straight science. They talk nothing of spirituality in this book, but like because I already am very spiritual and I get it, but it's teaching you to literally be telepathic, to manifest your reality at crazy speeds, to like for example, Jose Silva, who's the person that started the Silva mind control method. He how do I explain? He taught his children to manifest literally anything. Is his own assistant, who he also taught. She was famous for winning every single contest she ever tried or went in.
I don't want to interrupt you, Kate, but let me ask you.
Yes.
If you can like manifest like a $13 million mansion and like a yacht and like everything that you ever wanted, do you feel like your life would be like fulfilled? Like you just manifest whatever you want.
I mean, there's a reason that we're not given instant manifestation because as humans, we are not ready for that. We're children, essentially, If you give a child instant manifestation.
Damn, what the fuck is after this? If we're children, imagine what the hell we grow up to be.
I feel like I'm coming back here just to help people out.
I feel the same as well. It's just
You're like an indigo child.
No, none of us are indigo unless you're born in the 80s or later, or I mean earlier.
I don't know too much about that, to be honest.
I am a rainbow child.
Gay.
Gay?
Has nothing to do with homosexual LGBTQ.
Shout out to them.
But it is a soul group that came in at a specific time, starting in the 1990. So anyone from 1990 on is somewhere between a crystal or a rainbow soul.
Do you believe in Pleiades and the blues and the greens and all that? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, those are extraterrestrials. It's the Palladians are a group of extraterrestrials from the Pleiades.
See,
which
other
no
people
longer
know.
exist.
I'm sorry. Other people know about this, bro. See,
I'm sorry. Damn.
He was thinking I'm crazy talking about this.
Nah, but I'm open. I'm all ears. I am a skeptic of certain things. But
I should have recorded you. I was showing him my drawing of the Pleiades issue. He's like, "Yeah, buddy."
Nah, but
Well, I mean, you can look up in the sky and see the Pleiades. But
Did you know that Subaru is actually the Pleiades, the brand of the car?
what do you mean by the brand?
Look. Oh, you don't.
The logo.
The logo is actually the Pleiades.
Okay, I didn't know this. I can't think of the logo in my mind.
I'll show
what
you.
it is, but
it's the blue. Yeah, he'll find it. It's like a blue oval with stars.
There's a lot of Palladian star seeds who are on Earth today, and some don't even know it. All of us are multidimensional beings, unless you're an NPC.
Facts.
It's 7 or 6 stars.
That's interesting. I don't think that's the shape of the Pleiades. Gonna be real, but
You could
that's
look. You
interesting.
could look it up.
I mean, you can look in the sky and see that that's not it.
It's not the shape, but it's supposed to represent.
Okay,
Yeah.
kind of face. That's cool. If it is, that's really cool.
Down here in Florida, that's the most stars we'll ever see in our life.
Get in a Florida accent.
No, you're right by the Keys right now. We're right by the Keys.
Yeah,
you could just
right by
go and check it out.
Nah, straight up, this shit, we're like 20, 30, not even 22 minutes from the first key.
Yeah, so I feel like there's not a lot of light
Yeah.
pollution there. You can just like.
Oh,
You gotta go
Huge.
down. Nah, but if you really want to see stars and stuff, you gotta go to damn, where's it
Like
at?
the Everglades or something.
Yeah, Everglades, but it's a Flamingo. All the way to Flamingo, you go over there. It has like some of the least light pollution. That's about an hour away from here. It's like accessible. And then there's another one. It's a little bit up north. It's like 3 hours away. I think it's called Big Rock State Park or some shit like that.
it's so funny.
Very low light pollution. You go out there with a telescope on a night that there's no moon out.
I got a
Cause
telescope. Just let me know.
perfect. Let's right. No, but there's no you got to make sure the moon's not out. It has to be like a crescent or something. Cause
So
the
like the new moon, like tonight. Tonight's
yeah,
moon.
tonight it'd be something like that. For
Yeah.
example, yeah.
You know, tonight you're supposed to be manifesting. This is a really powerful new moon right now. Like tonight, you should be manifesting like everything. Like be delusional about your life tonight
I don't-
because like you can manifest some
That's
shit.
crazy.
You know what I mean?
I believe it.
What's 5 things you're gonna
I
manifest?
have
Kate?
faith in it.
My career, well, it's already happening, but my music, my
Take a hit to that. Take a hit to that.
creative directing that I've been doing. What else? My modeling, all of that. Like my family, my money.
How
my
big are you?
abundance.
How big of a creative director are you gonna be?
I'm gonna have an Oscar and a Grammy, and yeah, I'm gonna do things.
You're gonna be bigger. You're gonna be bigger than Virgil.
I don't know. I don't want to try to be bigger than anyone. I think I should just try to be the best I can be. Because, like, I think my ultimate goal is to put something out that literally can change the world for the better, whether that's to show, like, how we're supposed to actually be living or evoke, like, some sort of thought process in people that, like, really breaks them out of the matrix. You feel me?
Wait, should people wait? Was that 5? I think that was 5. I think it was 4.
I wasn't counting. I'm gonna be real.
I was counting. It's 4.
Or the nails.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
What's the last thing? You want to be broken out of the matrix?
I am broken out of the matrix.
Hey.
Now I have a question because me and Nick, or you wanted to say something?
No, you go.
Me and Nick were talking earlier about like impact. Well, I was explaining to him impact over legacy.
Yeah,
And how I feel about that is like, for example, when you walk past a stop sign, you don't know who made the first stop sign. Or when you walk on a sidewalk, you don't know who made the sidewalk. But these are things you use and they're a necessity in your everyday life.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's more important, your legacy or your impact? Someone made the sidewalk that had way more of an impact, but nobody knows their name, so they had no legacy. And it's like, what's more important, you know? And that's a good question. I feel like, what do you feel is more important, your impact or your legacy?
I would say your impact, because your legacy comes from a place of ego. And it's just like, you got to do things selflessly.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we were sent here to do, straight up. Like, if you are like a starseed, if you're an angelic on this earth, if you're sent here to, like, do some good, like, you can't really bring your ego into it. Like, you just have to be comfortable with changing shit and, like, being silent about it or getting known for it. Like, just not even caring, you know? Just
Whatever
hoping that
happens,
the outcome
happens.
is exactly what you hope for, regardless of, like, whatever you get out of it, truly. As long as everyone can benefit, I think. It's
So,
better.
like, what were you gonna say?
No, I said as long as everyone can benefit, it's better.
Facts. So, like, when we were having this conversation, he kind of brought up a good point because he asked me the same thing while we were talking about it. But then he said that, like, there's some stars that they're, like, billions of years old and you're just now seeing their light, you know? So it's like, he got me thinking, okay, that kind of makes your argument flaw because it's like, yeah, the impact is cool, but if you can see a star from billions of years ago that's billions of years old, that's like, do you believe in space?
Like literal, like space.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, that's what someone that believes in space would say.
It sound like, yeah. Nah, I believe me and him have this
it's
argument
more
all the time.
It's way more complicated than that. Mind you, these stars that are billions of years old we can see them because they've died. That's the only reason we can see them.
Are you sad for them?
I don't know.
You sounded sad for the stars. R.I.P. to stars.
Well, I guess like if you believe in being a multidimensional being and you go upon how time truly is according to like just some science, maybe you would feel some type of way if you're a Palladian starseed on this Earth. You're looking up at the Pleiades, realizing that the Pleiades have already been destroyed, but because you're multidimensional and time is always now, there's a version of you up there looking back at yourself, still alive up there. So right now it's 2023 and 1940 and 2065 and beyond. It's all
simultaneously happening.
Yeah, time is
That's what I was telling.
now.
I was like, we live
time
on
is
space
now.
and time. So what I was trying to explain to him is like, although we're viewing that star from fucking a million whatever light years away or whatever the case is, although we're on a different time, we're on the same space. It's like weird. I don't know how to explain, but time is not just time. It's it's time and space. They're like both combined together. It's cool though.
This is the first podcast since like I've been like, you know, like I did my thing. So it's like
What's your thing?
I want to say so much stuff, but it's like I can't say that. I will sound literally crazy, bro.
Oh shit.
I realize we might sound crazy to some people, but it's like, yo, just live your truth.
Hey, just look down 3 years, 4 years, and you'll see where we're at in life, and you'll be like, hey, maybe they were saying something.
No, but Kate, what does exiting the Matrix mean to you?
Yo, there's so many different versions of it, because I feel like you can exit the Matrix and still have not opened your third eye, and you can do both also. I feel like the first version of exiting the Matrix is not being stuck within this three-dimensional world, literally starting just like as someone is waking up, the synchronicities, seeing angel numbers.
Is that waking up from the Matrix?
Yeah.
Because I was seeing synchronicities since I was a kid, but everyone was like, "Oh, that's a coincidence."
No, well, as a kid, I mean, kids are so much more.
Not like since I was a kid, not like only as a kid.
Right. No, I get you.
Okay.
But like when it started as a kid, basically like the veil is so thin for little kids. I mean, they're seeing shit all the time, and it's just like we kind of, as we get older, we forget. We fade that shit into our subconscious.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like the receptors are so strong.
We're
we were kids, like you could have.
It.
It's crazy. It's like, oh, this is reality, but we can see so much more. There's even like animals that have access to higher frequency of light waves, for example. So it's like if we could physically see, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Why your dog was seeing crazy stuff?
No. Yesterday, I was like having a conversation with another Egyptian, and I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm Egyptian. So apparently the Egyptians had cats around them, and the only real reason why they revered them so highly is because they could see in 12 dimensions. Unlike dogs can only see in 3 allegedly. Cats can see in 12. You ever seen a cat? They're just like looking around. They're just like they're seeing shit, you know. They're tripping out sometimes.
No, for sure.
Wait, who built the pyramids?
That is a loaded question. One of my past lives, I was present for the building of the pyramids.
Were you Cleopatra?
She's not even Egyptian. She's Ptolemaic.
Well, she was there for the pyramids, right?
No, she came way after the pyramids. To her, she didn't even know, like...
Stupid.
Well, in my world history class, I was writing raps. I was in this. Paying attention.
Oh, shit.
The pyramids were built, or at least some of them were started to be built in the 4th dynasty of Egypt, which is the reign of Heptapheres and...
You're so knowledgeable about this stuff. I have no idea about that.
I forget his name. It was like Kook.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking. I'm like, yo.
I want to say like Cusco. Like,
that's racist. No, playing.
No, not like that. I was gonna say like Cusco, but like that's from that movie.
Cusco and Prisoner Girl.
Yeah, no. But at least I know the queen's name because that was one of my past lives. Believe it or not, I have literally had so many dreams. Sorry, I keep moving the mic. I've had so many dreams of being in Egypt, seeing like how it was. I know some things. Definitely, I know some things.
You know what my brother told me? He told me that because we were watching Ancient Aliens, and I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, do you believe that the aliens built the pyramids? And he's like, Nick, the reason why people have this theory of the aliens building the pyramids is because white people don't think that black people could build anything.
Well, I'll give you my answer, and I'll just go according to like what I know from my own like dreams and my past life, whether or not you believe in that. I don't care.
No, I seen my past life. He was a dickhead.
You have multiple past lives. Everyone does.
My last one. I was like, damn.
Past life regression. I feel like everyone should do that. Just throwing that out there.
What is that?
Past life regression is going into hypnosis and being regressed back through the birth, through all your past lives. Like you literally go back through the birth canal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't do something. I know one of my past lives, I was a soldier because I had to feel like I had a weird experience, and yeah. But that's the only like past life that I'm aware of.
No, one time,
cool.
one time I was so drunk that I like lived as a fish, and I was like watching myself living as a fish, and I said, "Oh wow, that's my favorite life."
I
That was
believe in mermaids. Hey.
hey.
That's really cool.
But I was like, "Oh, that's my favorite life," and then I came back. I was like, "Oh, I was probably a fish in my past life."
Maybe you were a fish. Maybe you were a whale. Who knows? No. No. Whales are actually supposed to be like some of like the oldest spirits that are incarnated onto this earth. Like,
Really?
They help move the oceans. They help move the tides. Like that's allegedly what.
Well,
So
wait.
Being a fish, the only sentient fish would be dolphins or whales. Really,
Yeah.
and
Nah,
turtles.
dolphins are smart.
I don't
Super
agree
smart.
with that
That's what I bring
because
up.
after like, because honestly, like even if I don't believe in like, oh, maybe I was a fish in the past life, even if like I wasn't, it made me kind of appreciate the lives of fish, because before that I was like, why would anyone want to be a fish? That must suck. But now when I look at fish, I'm like, damn, that's so lit to just be like, you can go up and
just
down,
keep
left and right.
swimming. Just keep swimming.
Like you can like literally levitate in water, bro.
Nah, that's pretty cool. It's like
But,
flying,
is
but like,
water wet to fish?
is water wet? Oh shit.
Like, is it swimming to them? I don't know.
No, but going back to that,
I
I
was
feel
gonna say
like,
something else, but what do you say, Drew?
all right. So for example, our bodies are like pods for our spirit to exist in. I feel like fish, maybe they have, pods for a certain level of consciousness. But I was thinking dolphins, they could learn up to like 400 words of the English language. So like they're smart as shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be pretty capable for like a human spirit or even a more enlightened spirit to enter the body of a dolphin.
Yeah, I 1000% believe so.
I don't
I think some are more intelligent than humans. I think it's been proven they're maybe more intelligent than humans. And there's people, it's like a new trend. I don't know if you've seen this, but dolphin births.
Mm-mm. Oh, like they have a birth with a dolphin like in the water? That's crazy.
Dolphins
Like, this is
will
what I drew
facilitate a birth.
of like me being ejected from my pod.
When did you draw this?
I drew it initially like a couple months ago, but this was like one time I smoked weed and I think that I was astral projecting, but I like
That's
left.
really cool.
Oh,
That's someone else what it looks like.
oh, you want to see my art? Turns into a 4-hour podcast.
By the
Nick
way,
has
we
thousands of pieces of art,
still
by the
never
way.
answered the pyramid question.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So
I was thinking about that.
how did the pyramids come about?
Oh wait, like this is
From
like a
your
little.
experience.
This is like a little control room.
I hope you show that to everyone.
Oh yeah, you can lift it up.
That's
for me.
actually pretty cool.
We gotta start editing shit like that, and
I
then we'll
don't
do
know
it.
if you'll be able
Alright.
to see that, but yeah.
What were you gonna say, Gio?
No. I want to hear your story of
Um,
the Egyptian
so
days.
according to what I know of my past life as Queen Hetepheres of the 4th Dynasty, so it was both extraterrestrials and people, and like the people of Egypt. Not necessarily like dreams aren't exactly like 100%, like in terms of like
Do you write your
knowing
dreams?
what it is. Yeah, I have a dream journal actually.
How
That's
long
good.
is it? Long, right?
Pretty long.
Is it in your notes?
It's in my notes on my phone. I just
Yeah,
keep them randomly.
Every time I open that shit takes so long to load because I write down every single.
It takes forever. Okay, but what I remember was it was like like slaves. I don't know if they were Egyptian is what I'm saying. Like I don't know if the slaves were Egyptian that they had building the pyramids. But
Are they Jewish?
I have no idea. But what's it called? I just got distracted.
You're good.
The slaves, they built it in like collaboration with extraterrestrials using like frequencies and stuff to like move like blocks,
Do
etc.
you believe it was to look for gold or something?
Well, the pyramids were covered in gold originally.
Yeah, the tips.
Yeah.
You believe in the Anunnaki?
Yeah. They helped to build the pyramids, and the Sumerians. They helped to build a lot of the monuments like that are seen in ancient Egypt. And like what's actually crazy is like the whole time of Cleopatra, to Cleopatra's time, all the pyramids and all those monuments were like so ancient to them. Like they didn't even really know who built them.
Yeah, I heard that they're like closer to us than they were to the periods, right?
Exactly. Yep. Which is actually really crazy.
Do you
like
believe
there's like ancient Egypt, which we know is like, oh, the time of Cleopatra and all that. But like then there's ancient Egypt, like real Egypt.
Yo, I was talking to this girl,
Yeah.
I was like crazy the other day.
What
Like,
happened?
I said, imagine like we're really in like the year 10,000, and it's like the year 2000 is like the past. If we're like actually in year like 10,000, I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know,
tripping.
like
Why the fuck is it
in
2023?
my memory, yo, in my dreams,
Nah, we do live in the future though. That shit trips me out all the time.
I don't know. It's
we're
really
not-
complicated because like in my dreams, ancient Egypt was so much more technically advanced than we are right even now. The way like my view of my dreams when I'm in Egypt, I am riding on my own personal like hovering chariot thing. Like I'm literally like in the air. Everyone is.
Nah,
Like,
that's
everyone's
cool.
flying around on their own things, and like it's so technically advanced.
It's
there
funny
was
'cause-
phones. There was phones. There was
Remember we were talking about earlier?
Apple, like
He was-
watches.
he's
just like,
like,
the
oh,
Apple Watch. Like,
It's
just all
crazy
of
the
that.
time we're in. Like, oh, you're texting this on a phone, like everything's, and I'm like, bro, we've been reset like dozens of times.
Yeah, they say
This isn't the first time
reset
we've had
every
technology.
Couple hundred years.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want us to remember how powerful we actually are.
It's crazy. There's pieces of technology they found from the past that they still can't replicate today. So it's like,
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask.
The Sumerian art they have watches on.
So look,
that
so
they're
people
talking.
crazy.
people talk about how like they can't build like the Rome cathedrals or whatever, like how they used to, right? They're like, oh, all the stuff now is like blocky and just like boring and regular. But you know, I prefer a modern home than like a fucking like museum looking ass house, you know?
That makes sense. But maybe you just prefer it because that's what we're conditioned to today.
Well, I mean, it don't look good.
I don't know. I guess like, if you could make your cathedral-looking house super homey, like inside, maybe I don't know.
Like with paintings and,
Maybe
and
it's
all
a
that,
vibe.
like pillars and shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
live
like
in the Colosseum.
there's no. I mean, you go to like all these buildings in Brickell and shit. Like they're like kind of inspired by like those like not like I won't say like London or anything, but like they have pretty intricate designs, right?
Some interesting designs coming up. Yeah. Like in terms of, I don't know if you saw that like building that they recently built. It's like has all this like crazy cross. I don't know. I could do it with my hands. I'm like moving the mic, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's kind of in Midtown, Edgewater.
It's like the triangle building that has like,
It like does this thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's close to the carousel.
I'm trying to think.
It looks weird as fuck. Like, you would notice it. But anyway.
I don't know if I've seen it recently now, but that sounds super cool. How do you feel like architecture ties into like fashion design? Because I stare at buildings and sometimes I think I'm like, that'd be a pretty cool like piece of clothing.
That's a wild thought.
Yeah.
I think life imitates art and art imitates life. So
You'll see like both. You'll see the translation within both things. You think?
right, like
Gotcha.
you know the Yeezy shoes, like you know the not like the normal like the first Yeezy shoes, like the ones that are the slide with all
The foam runner
things,
ones.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some of that could literally be based off of architecture and stuff.
Yeah, it
You
could be
know?
like a home, like a
Yeah.
dome home type deal. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, there's some weird shit. Like there's some weird ass like Tyga came out with those weird like wavy shoes and stuff.
What if
Reminds me of like the Teletubbies.
what if someone came out with house shoes, like shoes that were houses?
Probably already happened.
Yeah, no, I'm sure someone did. That'd be crazy.
Interesting.
No, what were you gonna say,
I
though?
wouldn't buy them.
Me either.
I feel like I'm listening to a podcast.
He's like, I'm
I
the
hope
fly
you
on the
are.
wall.
No, I'm just thinking about because I was gonna ask you, Kate, because the thing is like with me, I feel like I take the conversations more to like space, right, and then he brings it like down to earth.
Let's go.
Let's go back to the
That's
sky.
Because it's like more fun to like for me at least. Like it's not that it's more fun. It's just like I feel like if we bring it too much to earth, then it's like we're gonna stay there instead of like whoa.
We can hover. We can, you know.
All right, how was your fashion show?
It was good. It was like from an outsider perspective, like if you attended the show, you would have thought it was like really good and like it went really well. But like me putting it on with collaboration with my friend Talia and also walking in it for 3 of the designers that were in the show. We had multiple designers showcasing their stuff in the show, and it was challenging as fuck.
Really?
Like it was like I was trying to do my makeup while I had like 16 girls like, hey, like where do I go? Hey, I don't know where my bikini is. Hey, where is this designer? Hey, can I go get my makeup done? Like, and I'm just like sitting there in the mirror, just like trying to breathe. And I'm like, I can do this. I can fucking do this. I can answer 1,000 questions right now and do my makeup and run the show. And
was there like
and
a lot of stress leading up to it, or was it mainly the day of? Yeah.
So much.
No,
so
but
much.
you said you got a good outcome, so you executed, you know?
Yeah, we only got it together in like a week and 5 days and managed to do like a whole casting event like a few days prior, like 7 days prior to the actual show. And like it was complicated because a lot of girls came out to the casting, but then so many more like hit us up outside of the casting, like begging to send a video in. And so I felt bad for the girls who showed up to the casting because it's like, you didn't even have to come because now we're telling girls they can just send a video. And it was so complicated. And we had an issue with the MC, like behind the scenes, we had a major MC issue in the event. Like
the person that hosted, right?
He got so fucked up. And another person had to do his job. It was so bad.
But
like, no one knew, but it was.
But what went right about it though?
All the artists, designers, they got to showcase their stuff that they wanted to do. Kush Factory, which is the company who put on the actual show, they got a lot of notoriety, I guess. They got a bunch of people to come out,
this is the show I invited you to come with me to.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even.
It was cool. Like, it was really a vibe. Like, the models really loved it. Like, every model, as they walked up, we had the MC, like, the girls told them as they walked up, but, like, the MC would be like, oh, this is their name, this is what they do, this is their Instagram, like, giving them mad promotion. And, like, I think the girls really appreciated that. And we had, 7 to 10 photographers there, and we got pictures for all the girls, videos for all the girls, and I really made it also about the models and designers, just because we wanted them to benefit from the situation, and just we wanted the girls to feel like bad bitches. We just wanted them to just go out and fucking do their thing and feel so good. That was really our motive, and just we wanted to be part of Swim Week also, and so did Kush Factory. Talia and I also walked in 3 separate shows during both different swim weeks prior to all of this, so it was it was a lot. We were so tired.
Well, what I want to ask, how confident were you walking in the catwalk?
I was very confident, I would say, because I've done this since I have done this since 2019, walking in Swim Week. So it was kind of normal to me.
You know who was there? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No. Who's there?
Remember when we met at the airport and I was with my friends from when we were in LA?
Yeah.
One of my friends was there.
He took photos and stuff. I remember.
Yeah.
He was there.
I was
he
like,
actually reached out to me we were looking for photographers, and he was like,
for
"Oh,
real?
bet I'm there." I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, I was like, why is he there?
Yeah, no. It was I'm thankful he was there because he got some of the best photos of all the people.
He gets no free promo.
No free. No, but I think that experience is really cool. The fact that you even did it, and now you can see what you were able to do and how much more you can do if you were to, get all the resources together, and you could probably do something 10 times bigger. You know what I'm saying? But go for it.
We're doing this again.
For sure. You got to.
We're getting hopefully we have a potential investor, but we're gonna get this shit together and make it even bigger, better, now that we know all the kinks to get worked out.
Yeah.
And just do it big.
Hell yeah.
Do you feel
that's really cool.
Do you feel like it's similar to running a rap show?
It was very similar to also putting on what's it called? My own like release for my music. Like I did a huge like showcase release in LA that like I had like 5 artists. What's the word for it? They went before me. I'm like losing words right now.
Openers?
Yes, they opened for me. Oh my god. So they I think it's the way.
It's like I can see the word for you.
Thank you.
This is like the 3rd time.
I speak 4 languages, okay?
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is Sanskrit one of them?
No. I think it's a dead language.
You're Egyptian, right?
No, I'm Egyptian.
Sanskrit.
You're funny. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, where was I going with this? I forgot almost.
Before you spoke 4 languages, you were talking about running a rap show. Is this like similar?
Yeah, it was really similar to the release I had. I had like 5 people open for me, and then I went and I had a bunch of people, like vendors coming through with their different like companies, like they're like local people who I had connected with like previous, and they just came and they like sold their stuff. There was drinks, there was food. It was a huge event, and I put it together in 4 days.
Hey. Did you notice any synchronicities though during your show?
Well, the show was the outside show. That was that one. And LA shut down the next day.
Oh,
so yeah, I put on. So everyone was saying for the next 2 years of like COVID, everyone was saying you were the last event that I ever went to.
Oh,
like
for
all
real?
my friends were like, yeah, you're the last event I ever went to for like, and no one knew,
Are you proud of that?
Back up. I was so excited. I was like, fuck yeah.
Like I'm the closer, motherfucker.
Like, they remember me. They remember that. Like that's good. Like people, they say like people won't remember like your name or whatever, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
Wait, Gio, what was the last event that you went to before COVID?
Before COVID?
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember mine. I don't remember.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think. It's crazy.
I think it was your interview.
I went to a Joe Rogan show mid-COVID. So like while COVID was happening, I was like Joe Rogan literally did a show probably like 5 months after COVID started. So there's a few months that I didn't go to shit. But I think before was a Kendrick concert, and that was like years before. Honestly, it was like 2016. Now I do more shit. I wasn't really outside like that at the time. So after COVID, now I went to Rolling Loud last year, this year. Been going to little concerts and stuff. Just raves, cool, different shit. I'm not even into raves like that, but I went to one like 2 weeks ago, and it was fucking interesting. I seen a lot of interesting characters. But
did you go to Rolling Loud, Kate, this year?
No, I was out of town. I didn't get to go.
Did you go to LA one?
No.
Do you go to Rolling Loud?
I went to like the one right before COVID. That's literally the last one I went to.
For real?
Yeah, I haven't been since.
What events do you like to go to?
I mean, I would have gone to Rolling Loud had I like been at either like in the area at the time. Yeah. I mean, even though it's not my like genre, I like EDM. Like I love going.
Yeah, I was about to say like, do you go to Ultra? Like, I didn't go to Rolling Loud, nigga. I went to Ultra.
Yeah, I went
3
to Ultra.
points.
Oh yeah, 3. Did you go to 3 points?
No, I got invited and I couldn't go that night. I was very sad about it.
Have you ever been?
Like years ago. I don't know how it's like progressed since then.
I wanted to go just because Tyler the Creator goes, but I've never been to like.
To 3 point. He goes to 3 points.
Yeah.
What? He's not performing this year though.
Not last year.
Or like, yeah, I was about to say I would have been
He
to one
just
of them.
physically goes.
No, he performs.
I was thinking, bro. I was
They're the only rapper that performs.
I was
literally
like, wow,
debating.
you're just going to like see him like physically just
just to see Tyler.
I mean, people do that. Like when the rappers do walkthroughs, right? They feel like one time I went to go see A Boogie, and we thought he was gonna perform, but I think it's just like they're just chilling. Like, is he gonna perform?
yeah.
You gotta perform best. What is it? Friend zone. You gotta put one of his bangers. No, but fuck, I forgot what I was saying.
All right, look. Let me ask you guys. Do you guys feel like you can absorb other people's energy and like assimilate it to your own energy, and then use what you got from them?
I feel like people steal my energy.
That's horrible, and you should never ever do that.
What? I'm asking if you would ever do that.
You will get karma for stealing other people's energy. No,
I'm not saying you're stealing it. I'm just saying like, do you like let's say for a walkthrough, for example, right? Because you said, why would anyone do that? So I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe people
like,
do the
to
walkthrough.
be around his energy, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily stealing it. I think if someone gives off like an awesome aura. Like there's certain people like whose aura literally like cleanses other people when they're in that area because they're so high vibrational. And so,
do you feel like yours is? I feel like you have intimidating aura.
Really? I've had my friends tell me that like they feel the best when they're around me. I don't know why I have an intimidating aura to you.
I think it's because you're a Scorpio and I'm a Pisces.
But that's like a match.
Not for me.
I mean, I'm not saying like it's a match. I'm just saying like that's supposed to be in the zodiac, like the strongest match actually, like Pisces and Scorpio. Or whether it's friends or.
I feel like it's too strong for me because I don't get no Scorpio.
I mean, but it depends on your birth chart too. Like you're not just a Pisces.
When's your birthday's in November, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's like.
I don't want to act like I knew too much about you.
Yeah, like I mean, you have a moon sign.
November 3rd at 12:16 p.m. at Kendall Regional Hospital.
Not pulling up the birth chart right now.
Oh shit!
But yeah, you're not just a Pisces. You have a moon sign. You have a.
No, but I don't.
Shout out to the moon.
Now, you ever seen that meme? It's like, Mom, what time was I born? And it's like, you better leave that girl alone.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
Because like I have a girl that's like, what time were you born? I'm like, oh no.
I've never done that to a guy. Actually, like
Cap.
guys have no.
Stop the cap.
No. Literally, I think it's my fucking aura. Like they'll hear me talking about lit shit around them, and then they like, I'll be talking about like to another girl about our birth chart or about something like with astrology, and like they chime into the conversation and literally ask me and want to know. I have never gone out of my way to ask anyone, even the person I've been like seeing. I don't ask them.
You feel like it's a stigma? Like they're gonna think you're a type of way because you ask?
Like if someone knows me closely, they already know that I'm very spiritual and like I know like a lot about astrology and tarot and all of that. So I feel like they would expect me to ask. So I just don't like to pry either way. You know what I mean? Like I'm the
same way,
I'm
but
not intrusive.
I'm the same way, but it's because I'm a guy. So it's like I feel like if I go on a date and ask a girl, what's your sign? She'll think I'm gay or something.
Well, I don't like when people like ask me about, like trying to see like my birth chart and what I am. I don't like it, so I'm not asking other people.
He doesn't believe in it at all.
It's not that I don't believe in it. Listen, I used to have the app on my phone and I would check it all the time and shit.
Shout out to CoStar.
Now I live my life. It's like, bro, like I could vibe with anybody. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and like check for apps confirmation if I could vibe with someone or if I'm gonna have a good day today or if I'm gonna have a challenging day, but use it to the best of your advantage. Like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna write my own day. I'm not gonna sit here and check an app and have it tell me what my day is gonna look like.
Nah, I'm not gonna cap.
I don't know.
I go on tarot.com sometimes and that should be dummy accurate. Like
in what way though?
Is very different than astrology.
No, it's a website. It's called tarot.com. They tell you like your horoscope and shit.
Interesting. I mean, like I said,
okay, I have to tell this story, otherwise it's gonna sound super gay.
But I was gonna say there's a saying that millionaires use psychics, billionaires use astrologers, and this actually like there is a full science behind this. Like there are like Vedics like use astrology for like everything. It literally goes off of like the time you were born and what's going on with the planets and the moon and like. That's
why I feel like they say it's like hogwash because it's like they don't really want you to know the truth. Like that actually means something. They're like, that's not mean anything.
I'm not going to name drop because it's like someone I know, but they for investing.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to you. For investing, they have an astrologer and they only invest or pull out their money according to what the astrologer says. And this person is stupid rich. Like it's proven. Like I have seen this with my own eyes and it's crazy.
Wait, so Gio, so after your last acid trip, I'm gonna let you say what you can say. But like after your last, okay. After your last acid trip, do you believe in astrology?
I had a long week. There was a meteor shower on Saturday. Me and my brother were having a long conversation, and I was like, I wasn't even off nothing, but I was just tripping out because we were talking.
He's like Cancer, by the way. So it's like Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Yo, it's so funny, bro.
It's like the triangle.
Because
we're water here.
I told you I was talking about
fixed water here.
Yeah, I was telling him about a book literally earlier today about
water. Yeah.
It's a book I read about water.
This shit was 25 hours.
Is that funny? Like, bro, I literally manifested right now.
Nah, but I personally, Man, that's such a. I can't, bro. Since a kid, I love space so much. It's like that would crush my
Me too.
heart. That would crush my heart. Like
What would crush your heart?
knowing that space is not real.
Why would you think space is not real?
Yeah.
I think it's real. I personally love. You know what I'm saying? Like I think.
That's
It's as real as this holographic matrix that we're in.
Facts.
So
Yeah,
essentially
it's fake.
real.
It's
So
fake and
since you
real at
say
the same
that-
time. I get what you're saying.
Since you say that, in one of the last trip I
This
got,
table's
when I
really
was like super high up, I saw like,
Real.
okay, space is real, but for here, but like in the. All right, so
I don't know if I should get into it, but I
Yeah.
can tell you some shit.
You're like,
Like our Earth is like, I know there's this whole like flat Earth thing, but like I've astral projected outside of our Earth, and I know that it is not flat or round.
is a velociraptor?
No, it looks like, I don't know. Should I say this? Is too
Is it a
much?
donut?
Hold this. Our
Oh.
Earth looks like this, like an 8. And that's because inner Earth is not necessarily inner Earth. Like we perceive Agartha, like as you know, like there's like an inner Earth, right? There's like a whole, has its own solar system. There's people living in there.
Yeah,
I told him it's hell.
Yeah,
I told him that's where hell is.
Nah.
And then I got $100
he said that I got $100, so it's true.
in front of him.
What the fuck? No, it's not hell.
You want me to show you
It's
the?
closer to heaven.
I was when you got when I
closer
told you to
heaven
pray.
than we are. They're more enlightened than us down there.
Real quick.
But it's not actually down.
He
Let me see,
says.
what does this say?
He says, wait, hold on, lower it. He says, hey, yo, Wallo, in what shape do you believe the world is in? And he says, bruh, everyone knows the earth is in the shape of a velociraptor.
This is really good art. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you release like a comic book or something with this.
I've
yeah.
been telling him.
No, because my boy was like, because we were in the barbershop, my boy was
fire.
like, thank you. My boy, you know, I drew you once and you didn't say anything. But
You did?
I did.
I probably didn't see it.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
But I was in the barbershop and my boy was like, Nick, don't tell me that you're one of those people that believe in the flat earth. And I was like, bro, I don't even believe in
I don't know what I believe in, big dog.
But real quick, while I have the floor,
Yeah.
okay. So one time, me and Gio and I were having a podcast just like this with our boy. Shout outs to him, and I asked, and his other boy, and I was like, and I could tell that him and I had similar experiences while we were high, right, where we saw like the truth, and or the belief of the truth.
I get you.
Damn, I haven't looked at a single note. That's good. Hey, how about you?
Hey.
I was like, damn, what if it gets awkward and I gotta like, okay, so next topic. But it's so funny because I asked, oh, do you believe in space? And then his boy was like, of course he does, bro. Like, why wouldn't you believe in space? And he's like, I don't know, bro. And I'm like, that's not the answer. Someone that believes in space.
And his boy was like, I know him. He doesn't. Yeah, no, he believes in
I
space.
didn't give you
like,
a
so
straight answer
convicting.
either. I was like, oh.
Nah, you told me. Nah, you said like.
I was like, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, why wouldn't I believe in space?
No, it's because like I know like it's real, but it's not real. Just like we're here, but we're not here. You know what I mean?
That's so crazy. Other people think the same things. I think.
Do y'all think aliens are us from the future?
I guess that depends.
He just said the future don't exist, bro. It's like
Yes.
1905.
Time is now. So
Yeah.
you could
Like a CD or something.
That's the whole thing with.
You ever see Men in, I feel like a better question is, do you feel like aliens are among us, like in Men in Black?
Yes. Yes, definitely. Some of us are. Some of us. Okay, I gotta be real. Living in LA, I saw a lot of shit.
There we go.
Oh, you saw Elon Musk his SpaceX?
Let me like go into like a quick little story because this was like one of the weirdest fucking experiences I had.
You want
in
more wine
LA.
before you start, or you're good?
I'm about it.
Alright.
This is one of the weirdest experiences I had when I was living in LA. I'm not gonna get too detailed into the story because I don't want this person to like hear this and know. But I don't think this person actually knows that they are a reptilian. And
That motherfucker back there is not real.
real. No, I mean they're real. It's like there's a lot of people with like reptilian DNA and stuff. Like, you know, you can shut that off and be more of your angelic side, but that's for another conversation. So this person, they were taking a nap, and we were in the studio. It was a studio setting. They were outside of the studio and like this on a couch taking a nap, and I was told to go get them, bring them in the studio, and they were kind of like laying.
Why you
like,
sound Puerto Rican when you said that?
I don't know. I'm from
Like, I
Miami.
don't think
My accent changes sometimes. I don't know. The way I say things, I don't know.
I hear it.
So he was laying kind of like, you know, his head was on like the arm of the couch. So like, and I came from behind his head. So when he opened his eyes, he was kind of upside down and looked back at me. Like if you're like laying down, you look kind of up behind you at someone.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm
you're
saying?
like
Yeah.
like at a dentist or something, for example.
Yeah, like that. And I looked down, and first when he opened his eyes, they were literally green and slits, just like a cat.
Oh, look
Like a cat.
Look at behind the barber. I don't know why I drew this. I thought it was funny. But
I
like,
had a dream about this last night.
what?
Yeah, last night I had a dream. No, because my dreams are like really crazy. Like I dream on different.
You know what's
timelines.
funny? He says and you said that earlier, and that was the only thing you said. And
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Tangent
we're-
story. Dream last night.
We're like going into like this phase of our lives where like, we just can't stop seeing synchronicity.
That's so true.
I think it's the new moon. That's probably what it is.
It is the new moon, but yeah.
Shout out to the new moon. But continue.
Yeah, my dream last night was I was just walking through like regular day life, and I kept seeing people. Not everyone. It wasn't every person, but I think it was like a reflection of like my actual like reality, like what we're actually experiencing. I was seeing people for who they truly were, because like regardless of having your third eye open, you can sometimes shut it off. And like going in public places, like I don't like to see some things. Like it's a distraction. It freaks me out sometimes. And if you go into a fear mode, you shut that shit off.
But
I was seeing fucking those things.
But wait, is it really because of your third eye, or is it because you're a girl, like a pretty girl?
What do you mean?
Because girls have to go through that, you know, like
Go through what?
like being looked at all the time.
This has nothing to do with being looked at.
Are you sure? Or you don't
What
want?
are you talking about?
Like-
I'm trying to understand. What are you talking about?
Because you're saying like you don't like to go in public because you're able to like feel
I
other
didn't
people's.
say that. I said I sometimes shut it off. Like I literally like shut off my sight when I'm out, like in a club or something. You think you want to be in a club and you want to see demons around people? Fuck no.
Is it because you're drinking alcohol, or you don't drink alcohol?
I really don't drink alcohol except for wine or like champagne. That's it, because my allergy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I have seen things, a lot of things. Like with your third eye opening, you see, you can see into other dimensional realities. You can see in other like wavelengths, like you know how there's different spectrums of light. I mean, realistically, energy, it's all light, all of it, you know. I've seen some shit.
So all right, yeah, I heard about that. Like the energy is like different. Like light is like it's like different densities. How do you feel like that? Like I don't know. I was gonna ask something else. I want to show you my art since Gio's because I be seeing some shit too. Like these are all of my drawings, and I be seeing like people's auras and stuff.
Like, do you see them directly, or do you see them like?
Yeah, like this was my sister's baby shower, and I saw her like shining. I was like, "Oh, you're glowing," because she's like pregnant.
Oh yeah, pregnant women are always glowing. That's normal.
But I see like people's literal like auras and stuff. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. But to me, I'm so desensitized. It's so normal to me.
But is it like really seeing their auras, or you just like understand their intentions?
No, you have like everyone has like colorful auras and different stuff. Like,
What color is your aura, Kate?
Mine changes a lot. Sometimes it's pinkish, sometimes it's gold. A lot of people who like can't really see auras but can see certain things will literally tell me, they're like, "You're gold." Like
I feel like your aura is white. Like you have a very white aura.
maybe right now.
No, I remember when I saw you outside and I looked and I saw I didn't even see you. I just knew it was you.
Like downstairs, you mean?
Like I was upstairs and you were
Like
downstairs.
today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe maybe because this is my vibration right now. You know what I mean?
What does a white aura mean to you?
I'll say that's pure, like angelic. Like that's like a very like angelic frequency coming through.
So what would a black aura mean?
I don't think there's a black.
Tell us, Nick.
I've never seen a black aura that isn't something supernatural.
Really?
Leeching off someone.
I really want to show you what my drawing.
Show me. Like the thing is, like I see this stuff like when I'm talking about I'm seeing things. Sometimes I'm seeing things literally in my mind's eye, and sometimes I'm seeing things in my peripheral. Like if you're able to have any of these experiences where you see like dead people, angels, demons, etc., extraterrestrials, you see shit mostly in your peripheral, and then when you look at it, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're just catching it, and then right when you it's not there.
I was gonna ask you about that. Like, does this ever happen to you? Like, sometimes people's physical bodies literally disappear from me, and I literally just see their heat signature. And then there was this. I feel like it was because of this girl, and I feel like their energy gets like sticky, and it's like I feel like I stick to them real easy. Like I can make a really easy connection with people, but I feel like they're like following me and chasing me and want my energy. And he told me that happened to him before.
I mean, maybe you were like picking up on like a needy girl or something, because I'm sure you're empathic. You know, you definitely seem to have empathic abilities. Like, so what you're describing is empath.
Why do you say that?
Because as an empath, there's many levels to it, and you can have multiple experiences receiving or being around people's energy, whether you're physically taking that on and you're like taking on someone's pain, or you're just, since maybe you're protected, maybe you've taught yourself how to not take on those things, and you're protected, and you can just feel that energy is around you. Like for me, when I walk into a room, I no longer let anyone leech off me. It's basically people can only take your energy if you let them. If your mindset is people can take my energy, yeah, they can. If your mindset is no one can take my energy, because truly no one can really truly take your energy, you'd have to be giving it. Just like when it comes to satanic stuff, why do you have to make a contract? You have to sign something. You have to give up your power. It's not about like they can just take it. It's because your mindset, you already thought they're trying to take my power, so you're giving it to them. It's just like, manifestation. Like you are literally creating your thoughts into your reality as a powerful being. You know what I mean? Like right now, this area of like where we are in time and space.
I think I said like being around black people.
The time that we are in at this moment, it is for this earth, we are coming into a higher frequency all the time. We are ascending, so we're going to be experiencing some stuff.
Wait, let me ask you, Kate. Do you feel like that's a good thing?
Definitely.
Because I heard that Earth is like a place for like spirits to come to like cleanse themselves. So like whether they're evil, terrible spirit or like a really good spirit, we all come
subjective.
We all come at the same frequency, and we learn to live with each other so that we can like cleanse our. It's like that's why life is so hard, so it can like cleanse our energies.
Earlier I mentioned Dolores Cannon, and like whoever's watching.
Why?
Okay, so you should just look into Dolores Cannon. This goes into something about like your whole soul thing. Like the only real proof that we have about our own soul's origin and exactly about what you're saying right now is because Dolores Cannon has like over 1,000 something interviews. You can look it up on YouTube. Interviews where she has put people into a deep hypnosis. Mind you, she wrote one of the books. She's one of the founding fathers of hypnotherapy. She puts people into hypnosis. You can't lie in hypnosis. It's impossible. And she brings them all the way back to source, and they reveal stuff about the soul and about our origin and all of that. And basically, a lot of these people, they all say the same thing. None of these people know each other. And they all say that there is no good, there is no evil. That's just, there has to be as above, so below. There has to be some sort of balance, right? So it's subjective as to how we look at it, because they're so, as source, they're so high up. It's just they don't, the emotional level, like they don't see it as like good or evil. They just see it as cause, effect, thing and thing. Like, I don't know how to explain that better. Like, we are thoughts in an empty ballroom, realistically, in this holographic matrix. So it's like, there has to be some sort of energetical balance, good, evil.
Do you believe in God?
Up, down. Yes, definitely.
Or do you believe in source?
God is source. God is energy. God is light.
God
is everything.
God is like a white man in the clouds with a beard. Do you believe in that?
No, that is actually a false representation of Zeus.
So you believe in this, the light in the circle?
I mean,
or infinity sign?
What?
That's what you believe in?
No one believed in this, but God did.
I mean,
God did. Don't be scared
in
to
the
speak.
creator of my soul.
Listen, don't be scared to speak God's name on the internet. None of that. You feel me? You always gotta. If you believe in God, you always gotta be proud about it. You know what I'm saying?
I've
For
been
sure.
proud this whole time.
Nah, I see you bringing it up on the podcast. That's fire. Yeah, you always, it's funny because right before this, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Right before the podcast, so I got a
You're good, bro.
little book that my cousin gave me like 2 weeks ago, and it just has random verses in it. And I always open it from time to time at a random page and just read that one page and see how I could relate it to my current situation. And right before I came, that was like one of the things it said. It's like, oh, don't be shy about God. Don't be. And then I was like, okay. So I came out here and I was like, damn, I didn't know who you were. So I was like, damn, they gonna come on here. Let me just see what the vibe is. But nah, it's cool that you bring it up. And I think people should be more open and about not necessarily, like religion. You don't gotta push your religion on people. But if you believe in something, especially God, you should be proud about it.
No, that's why I asked you, like, which God do you believe in? Like, when you talk about God, do you believe?
That's why I don't use the term God so loosely as people do. I want to make a specification, the creator of my soul, because I am of very real understanding that the person who created, the entity who created this earth, or the group of entities who created this earth, is not directly God. Yeah, they were created by God, but like we say amen at an end of the prayer. Do you know who you're praising when you say amen? Amen Ra. Those prayers go to amen Ra. Maybe that's not your intention, but every time you say amen at the end of the prayer, you are praising amen Ra.
I thought I meant all men.
She's schooling already.
So I don't.
I'm like, damn, my life is a lie.
I refuse to close prayers.
I still use. Well, I say amen, but yeah, amen. That's crazy. It's
like
it's
the
words
depiction of the white man. That is literally like Zeus, or there was there's two misconceptions at whether it was taken from Greek times, Zeus, and there was some white dude who looks exactly like that in history, and they used someone in the Renaissance. They basically used this guy as the photo, and everyone just went to that from then.
Nah, yeah. Jesus was Middle Eastern.
Yeah, that was a brown man.
Yo,
he was a brown man.
This nigga reading my mind for real. Because I was gonna say, this nigga told me the other day, he was telling me a story about how he saw Jesus in a potato chip. Like,
it was not a potato chip. It was a rock that I found in the ocean. Okay, and it had the face of Jesus on it. And I thought I was tripping.
More than a potato chip.
I went and I showed it to my parents, and my dad's super Christian, and he loved the rock. He kept it and everything, and then it had it had like a Jesus face on it. It was a random rock, but you flip it on the side and you see
But it's funny because it's like
maybe I was tripping, but
I don't know if we could read each other's minds. But it's like the same way he knew I was talking about Jesus. Like I said, the Jesus story. It's like I saw a picture of Jesus flashing his head, and I was like, "Is that what Jesus looks like to you? Like, do you think Jesus is white?"
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
So as our frequency is raising, especially if you're already an awakened soul, there's gonna be a point where we're all literally so telepathic. And it's already happening, just like you just said.
Are you sure it's not schizophrenia? That's a symptom of schizophrenia.
Oh, seeing stuff that he's about to say in his head.
It's called thought broadcasting.
That's a form of ESP and has nothing to do with schizophrenia.
Are you sure? Because the WebMD says otherwise.
Neuropsychology master.
He's a witch.
Over here. No, I studied that. No, that's not it. So, but I think we're going to get at a point where we're all pretty much telepathic, and it's going to be really hard to lie to each other. At least awakened people. I'm sure there's NPCs and shit.
What about intrusive thoughts, that that aren't really your thoughts, but they're programmed, like Steiner is going green?
What the fuck? I think you're picking up on literal programming then, if that's what's happening. You know what I mean? If your channel, your frequency is being attuned to listen to things that are around you, you might pick up on some weird shit. And I'm sure, as you know, if you look in the patent of a TV, it's literally for mind control. So, for example, there's frequencies being broadcasted every time we watch ads, we watch commercials, TV shows, and it's to you could be picking up on that. I'm sure.
No, not could be.
Yeah, you are.
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's consumption. That's why they say when you consume media, it's literally you got to think of your brain as a stomach. So if you put bad food in your stomach in your body, your body's going to react bad to it. It's not going to be healthy. Same thing with your mind. What you pay attention to, what you watch, what you listen to.
It's called don't know, your parents use the terminology, but like my dad will be like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch my program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
program.
Let's be
Yeah,
real.
it's channel programs. Yeah, it's crazy.
Nah, you know it's crazy as fuck because I be feeling like, oh, I'm a human right now, but then when I smoke, then that's when I see all the programming and I'm like, oh my god, I'm a fucking robot, bro. What the fuck is this? Like, I'm not really like, I literally see how people act, like, you know, like it's crazy.
See through the veil.
I mean, that's really what it is.
There's another point in the podcast when I forget I'm on camera.
Pop out the DMT, guys.
That's like
When you draw these, like, are you taking anything, or you had these experiences, or
Yeah, so he does like 14
What's your
mollies.
mental state?
And then,
I want to know your mental state when you're drawing
I'm
these.
chilling.
chilling.
Happy, ecstatic, joy, bliss, amazement.
You know what this is?
Wow.
It's like the higher you raise your head, it's like the better the easier it is to like gain like higher emotions. So it's like so when you look up, you basically like look up to space. But if
Did you draw the Subaru?
Is that why you look up when you pray?
nah,
Because that's what it looks like.
it could be.
The
Right?
Subaru sign.
No, for real. Zoom into this. Look, it's like you showed me the Subaru thing.
It does look like it.
Coincidence.
The cool.
Hello.
Right.
He tries to mask it as the what is it what are the aliens called?
Oh, the
Program?
Pleiades.
The Pleiades.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Pleiades.
trying to, but he's really just a Subaru fan.
It's so
Did you
funny.
drive one?
It's so funny you said, what is your mindset? This is like the first one that pops up. It's like, yeah, that's it. I'm just chilling. Oh, look, this is like my soul, right? And this is like at the control center, and it's like he's just chilling.
From that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
like it.
he told me the same thing.
The cartoon. It was like a movie cartoon.
And these are like all my different personalities, and I put them at the table
That
to
looks
like.
exactly like the cartoon. You know, they're talking to each
Yeah,
other.
they are having the conversation.
What's
Ow.
it called?
Soul,
It's called Soul.
the
Is
Disney
it-
movie.
Is
Well,
that
there's
the
but I don't think
Pixar
it's
movie?
Yeah, there's a Pixar one that's Soul, but I don't know if what's the other one where they're all having a conversation? It's like the different emotions.
Oh, Inside Out.
Yes,
Yeah, Inside Out, that's the one.
That's what
Yeah.
it reminds me of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. They all
Damn,
have
that's a
different
demon. I have a demon.
tasks. As above, so below.
You gotta figure that out, my boy.
Yeah.
Listen, your angel, like if you have an angel on your seventh dimensional, you're also going to have a night side. Let's be real.
How do you deal with your night side?
Well,
Drugs.
if you are somewhat in communication with your other dimensional versions of yourself, or some people call them higher selves, you can speak to them in a way, not as if like you're like delusionally like talking to multiple voices in your head, but like, I don't know, it's more of like you can feel them. Sometimes I see stuff within my third eye of like exactly how they look, but it's not like they're standing in front of me talking to me. It's more of like an inner conscience, like feeling, like moving me. I don't know how to explain that, but I've told my night side and my light side that they are more powerful working together, and that I love them equally. So yeah,
I was gonna
that's
say.
what's up.
I was gonna say it's like they're having a podcast.
That looks like how your multi-dimensional peeps should be
So
be
you
going. Like
you feel like you tamed your night side.
yeah, they wouldn't like saying that.
I was gonna.
He said
My
they
question.
were like-
My question was:
That's
are they
not something
friends?
that's ever gonna.
My no, but it's funny, Kate and Gio, because I drew this after I experienced it, right? But then I read a book and they explain how like you have to put like you have to imagine them at a divine council, and I was like, what the fuck? I did that like without. That was the same day I stopped believing in space.
You're so funny. Well, if you are trying to balance that, because that's maybe why you're asking or something, you know, talking to your night side, like you want to be a tempered flame. You want to walk the middle, you know.
I get you.
But I was
I have
Bridge the
a mixture of both of them.
I was gonna
Well,
ask.
Yeah, you can't be so like delusionally happy and just like that's
In
not
fairy
realistic.
tale land. Yeah, I
that's
get what you're
not
saying.
realistic. Like
Yeah.
you have to dip in, you know. I'm not saying do anything evil, but it's just being an understanding,
Yeah.
understanding.
Well, what I was gonna
Everything
ask.
with a grain of sand or a grain of salt. I don't know the same.
All
What
right,
were
so
you saying?
Kate, no, all right, so Kate, you started on OnlyFans during the pandemic, right?
No, I did not.
When was it? It was after, right?
It was way after. It was very recently.
Because you have a song called "Simp." Was
Yeah,
it?
but
Was
I
that?
did, okay, I gotta clear this whole thing up with the Sim song. I don't like it.
Oh, you don't?
I wrote it because I was being asked to write a specific vibe, based off the Azalea Banks song. It's like
I don't listen to Azalea.
212.
I'm sorry.
The 212 Azalea Banks song is what I was supposed to base it off of, and I literally had like a way I was supposed to write the song. I'm the feature on the song. It's not like I'm not the person who released the song. You feel me? Like I'm just the feature. I was like, is that, what I was told
Kate?
to do. I
like,
did what I was told to do.
I was like, who's that? That doesn't sound like you.
No, it was. I mean, yeah, it was me on the track talking and like saying funny shit. And stuff,
Oh, that
but,
was
like,
you.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like I don't want to say like a little girl, but it's like sound like a little Hispanic girl.
I can do voices.
Oh, can you?
Pobrecito.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't even know.
Oh yeah, you did sound Puerto Rican earlier.
Yeah, I can.
Pero
Pero like,
Dale.
yo no sé, papi.
Damn. So you didn't like it? I was thinking like this would sound harder if it was in Spanish.
The song.
Like I feel like
Probably.
should probably do it again in Spanish.
It's not up to me. There's a music video to it. Like I said, hasn't been released. Not like I said here. Like I said before.
I was like, when?
When we were walking, remember, like I have a music video, that hasn't been released yet.
Okay,
it's to the Simp song, and like
okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with that. So, yeah, we'll see.
I thought you were like trying to.
Releases.
I thought you were like
Keep
trying
rolling.
to manifest with it.
No, it's,
Like, give me
it's like I
millions.
directed it. Like it's a really cool music video. Like, and I want it to release, but like there's been some hangups with like the person who we had editing it, and like I had one editing session with them where I sat there and like helped them edit it and stuff, and we didn't fully finish it because we had to do another scene, and we already filmed that, but then like they haven't gotten back to me about like figuring this out. I feel like I'm running in circles, like trying to. Sometimes the entertainment industry is kind of weird, and like, like once things have kind of like passed like a certain time period past when you did that, it's like they're just not trying to be helpful. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Oh, like they're just over it.
I don't know. Like it already released, right? Like the song already released, and it's like now they just like don't care. Because before there was so much pressure to have the music video done by the release, and now that it already passed, like it's like this videographer is like they don't care. It's like that's how I feel.
I feel like you're like professional mode now. Like before you're like chill it. Now you're like okay to work.
I can do it all.
Cause I feel like I'm in a radio station now. Well, that's what
not a
is
bad
6
thing.
feet.
6 feet.
But do you feel like it was more stressful working there than it was for your fashion show?
What do you mean?
Like working with those people.
More special?
Oh no, stressful.
Oh, no. I mean, like I would say the fashion show was probably way more stressful than any event that I had ever been a part of or put on, or like production that I ever put together, in terms of like music video, release event, anything.
It's funny that you say that because while we were walking up the stairs, I was gonna actually ask Gio. I was gonna ask, what is the hardest thing that you've ever gone through? And I'm gonna ask you the same thing after Kate. I want you to answer too.
that's a crazy question.
The what? Oh, the watermelon.
The watermelon.
Damn. The worst, like
No, the hardest thing that you
hardest thing that I ever been through.
Yeah. Cause I was carrying this shit. This shit heavy as fuck, and I was carrying it up the stairs. Bro. And I was thinking.
I mean, yeah, there's things that are like
Heavy.
there's things that are like physically hard to do, but I think the hardest thing to do is like mostly mental things, like getting past deaths. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps of a close friend or things like that. That's the hardest things to get through, in my personal opinion. Other than that, hardest thing I ever done, if we're thinking like good thoughts,
Yeah, you could say.
hardest thing I ever been through is probably like, damn.
Let's go.
Putting together.
For the record, my phone died. And
mixtapes.
stopped recording like 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
That's right. We're about to end. it.
No, it's okay.
Because you wanted like less than a minute. It's funny.
Let's go.
It's funny
to the
because
bathroom.
this was the guy I told you that he didn't believe in space.
The Wendy's.
He looks like a demon.
Yeah,
But like, I mean,
he is a
real
demon.
demons don't look that
He
way.
is a demon. This guy. He's like, fuck.
Demons don't look that way.
No, I know. I drew a whole series. I drew like a whole conversation.
Demons look
Pokemon.
more like this in the back there.
Think so?
I know so.
What do you think that thing is? He's like, I don't know, nigga.
I mean, it's more like a demon.
Boy, the fuck.
You don't see eyes from like a demon. This shit's all black. It's more like, well, okay, let's be real. There are. Like, have you ever been dreaming and you've encountered some sort of being that's like choking you or attacking you?
You want to see it?
And you get caught and you like have sleep paralysis.
I had a being walk up on me, but when I had the sleep paralysis, it was crazy because I was laying in the bed that I was laying in, but the wall was different. It was like I had like a brick wall and I had like fucking this glow in the dark magic on it. I was like, what the fuck? And then I heard footsteps behind me and I couldn't turn around, and then I just woke myself up because I was scared.
Mine grabbed me by my crotch and lifted me up from my bed, and I was like, what the fuck?
This is a succubus.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
Yeah.
Also, when you told me that, it flashed through my mind your whole experience. Like, I have that. Like, that's another form of like telepathy when you can see like when you have emotional experience and like you can reaccount it in your head. Like, I can see it. Just like he was having an experience and like you saw it flash through his head.
That's why I don't lie, because it's like you can just see it.
I've caught a guy cheating on me through doing that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think of this one?
And I told him what the girl looked like and everything.
He's like, how? How'd you know?
He was tripping out. What is this?
You tell me.
Because I was like someone you met.
I was like talking to this girl that I never had sleep paralysis in my life, but I was like talking to her, and then like she came over and we were like recording a song. And
is this the dream?
No, this is real life.
Oh.
Like if they have this, then it's like real, because it was like my eyes, like seeing in my head.
Through your eyes. I get you.
So I drew her and I saw this thing like circling around her. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Probably an attachment. You know, certain people have like, you know, attachments, like things that are literally like attached to them. Like there's multiple kinds of entities that are not necessarily categorized as demons, and like eventually if you see things like that, you'll figure it out.
You were talking about that at the beginning of the podcast. Mm-hmm. How do you get rid of those? Like, how do you detach them?
Well, okay, males get a lot of attachments in like your shoulders and stuff. This whole area in your sacral chakra. Women get a lot of attachments in their hips,
like in their womb, right?
The portal area, because we have a literal portal here. So yeah, they get attachments there, and I mean, you could sage yourself. You could do the whole egg thing.
Do you do yoni?
I mean, that's not a thing to do. Your yoni is literally your vagina.
No, like you never drink those yoni teas?
I've never heard of this.
You never heard of yoni tea?
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yoni is like vagina and like Hindi or something.
I forgot Gio's like the most normal person.
Listening to the podcast at this point. Like, yo, interesting.
Just chime in.
Yeah, nah, but earlier you were talking about like enlightenment and stuff. Do you know much about activating your kundalini? Kundalini. I said it a little fast.
Having your kundalini awakening.
Yeah.
I do, and hopefully everyone can get through theirs like extremely soon, because like they need to get through that soon, because we are elevating and shit's gonna leave you behind. But on a different note, if you want to activate that, it's a lot of healing. It's a lot of sexual healing. It's a lot of childhood healing, and then that combined with, you don't necessarily have to be having sex to have a kundalini awakening at all. It's really like opening your sacral chakra, aligning that whole area of your body in general, aligning your chakras. It's like a whole, what in the world?
It's like a full moon healing in Pisces, healing for like the womb, for like women.
This is interesting.
It's for like women to like reclaim their like.
God. This is one of those fucking. Oh my god. Okay, so.
What?
My godfather is an OBGYN, like actually the head of Johns Hopkins. And so this whole yoni steam thing is not good for you. Not like physically, it's really bad for you.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Like maybe it's good spiritually, but like I'm so sorry. It's not. I guess it depends what herbs you're using, but like you'll get like yeast infections and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't know about that. I'm gonna speak too much on that. But yeah, the kundalini thing, that is fully separate from having actual physical sexual experiences. Like, yes, it can be involved.
So
but
wait, how do you activate your Mandela effect?
Mandela effect, yo. How do you know? How do you activate the greenhouse effect?
No, it's because we talked about this the other day. It was a joke that we had. you must have the joke, bro.
But I forgot about it.
Mesopotamia.
Aren't you? Isn't that where you're from?
Nah, Don DeMarco. I was about to say.
I guess it'd be like, Nick, name 3 countries, and I'm like, oh.
So funny. Yo, I fucked with people before and like been like, yo, I'm from Mesopotamia, and they're like, no way, where is that? Like, you're so dumb.
Where is that for real? I told you.
He said, where is that for real? Yeah.
Wait, where do you think?
Stupid.
Where do you
Doesn't
think?
exist.
Where do you think the Garden of Eden is?
Where it was.
Oh, my bad, Gio. I forgot you.
What was I supposed to say?
No, you were saying something, and then I interrupted with the Mandela.
I don't remember what that was.
What were you saying?
I'm trying to remember now.
Was it still in the Kundalini? Or
Yeah, it was about that.
Oh, we were talking about that. Oh, yeah. Damn. Yeah, I don't really remember. But
Back to my thing then.
yeah, back to your thing. It's cool. Nah, but yeah, if you're spiritual and stuff, if you're watching at home, you should do some research. I don't know much about it, but I do think it's a cool thing to research. Jim Carrey talked about it. He's super fucking successful, so it's definitely something to look into. I don't know.
Definitely.
Yeah. What were we gonna say?
You gotta go. What about your friend?
Oh, she's eating or was talking on the phone.
Oh, okay. I thought
She was making noise. I think she was trying not to be a distraction because she was like,
Oh, okay.
wrestling.
Because I was like, damn, we gotta see.
He definitely did not. I know she didn't leave me. I mean, my phone is dead, so if she texted me, I have no idea. But
Oh, I mean, I think she left the charger, right?
I do not know.
No, because he gotta wake up early, and I gotta get.
Yeah,
get
no,
going,
let's
so.
wrap up.
I mean, we could. we have pretty good convo, so we could probably do it again tomorrow. Like.
Yeah, we'll talk more tomorrow.
No, we'll get some more. This is a good conversation. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but it took a cool turn.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shout outs to being crazy.
Hey.
Shout out to being crazy. To all the crazy people at home.
Live
You're
your
not
truth.
actually
Live it.
crazy. Don't worry. There's some of us out here that are meant to do more. You're not on the wrong path. I'm telling you, just believe in yourself. Don't even believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Belief is a doubter's word. Have faith in yourself. Understand?
Yes.
You know. You don't believe. You know. All right. That's it. Love.
Stand in your truth.
Peace.
Yes.
Do you want to have any parting words? Anything you want to plug in before we go?
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're so funny. Yo, I mean, just like I said, stand in your truth. Like if you are on the same level as what we're saying, if you feel it, like look more into it. You are gonna just open more and more. I mean, there's nothing you can lose by finding out more about what we're talking about. Literally, you can go inward. You can go outward to YouTube. You can talk to us,
Yeah, before
You can look at his
accessible.
art.
Yeah.
When he releases a cartoon, because it's happening and I'm manifesting it for you.
Hey, appreciate that.
My dog, he gonna be lit. He gonna be on Cartoon Network.
Like the last one.
This is actually good. This is really good.
Thank you. See, I don't need no more. This was when I was super high. It kept saying, look inward. And I was like, no, because I was kind of scared. But then I looked in and I saw this, I guess a castle. And it was this,
That's beautiful.
and I was like, wow.
And that's when he knew he was gay.
Stupid. We still need that pause one. I said to myself, today we're going to do the pause, but I still haven't done it.
We gotta update these. I mean, they're good, but that we could use some pretty
We'll have
more.
a Kate Rose one.
Yeah, some better slots.
Hey.
But until next time, everybody.
Wait. Did you say your ass and stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Your
you're. You said my what?
If I
Something
did.
else.
Show my ass.
Literally what I thought. Well, my ad is ITS Kate Rose, KATEROSE. It's me. It's Kate Rose.
It's her. She's here.
And that's all of them, all of my platforms.
She got it. So if that's your name, you're not getting it.
OnlyFans, the only Kate Rose. Or actually, sorry, only Kate Rose. It's only Kate Rose.
Subscribe.
But I gotta warn you, I'm there for OnlyFans TV because I signed to them as a music artist. So I'm not.
Oh, I was about to say that's where you can see her ass.
Yeah.
That's where you can see it.
No. I mean, okay, you'll see my ass in a bikini, but I'm gonna be real. I am
No, aren't you
I'm
like
not
doing
throwing
like
it
tarot?
down. I'm
Like
not throwing it down.
I'm not gonna lie, I looked and I saw you doing like
He said,
tarot.
I'm not gonna lie. Look.
I was doing tarot.
No.
I have like subs reach out to me. I'll do like an 11.11, like for $11.11. I'll do a. I don't know what's going on.
See, I don't
here.
want to say like I know too much.
I'll do like a card pull. I'll do
It's
like
yeah,
a
I
card
bought
pull
one
for
last
people.
week.
So funny.
I guess I technically paid for your like to be your.
To describe. Well, thank you for supporting. Hey. Y'all just tell me. Just tell me.
Shout out to the Simps.
Nah, but yeah, you can go on there and hear her music and stuff and check her out.
Is it your music?
I do have all my music on there. Yeah, I have it linked to my Spotify. But like more than that, I'm gonna be releasing like I do like extended versions of my music videos that sometimes get a little more wild.
A little spicy.
Like the stuff that like I didn't put in. The stuff I didn't put in my music video, I do like some extended versions because you know, like I don't know if you've seen some of them, they're very sexy. So there's like that, but I'm gonna be real. I do not do full nudity. That is not a thing for me. I like to keep it.
Even in DMs.
No, you cannot go see
It
my
goes
pussy
down in
on
the DMs.
only Kate Rose. You cannot see that.
Have some self-respect.
Now you gotta make a song about pussy, like about cats, since she's like talking about 12 dimensions and cats and stuff.
How do you know I don't already have a song about that?
Oh, okay, yeah, I agree. But now you gotta check it out on only Kate Rose.
Only Kate Rose. You know, you actually just gave me an idea. I haven't released the song that you just mentioned that I'm talking about. Maybe I should release it on OnlyFans first.
We'll manifest it.
Yeah.
When this
fuck
comes
yeah.
out, people will hear about it. Go check it out. The song will be out, hopefully.
Yes, it will.
I appreciate you guys watching. We out.
Thank you for tuning in.